Hello students, how are you all? So we continue further our discussion of aphorisms. We have already discussed the aphorisms till number 18. So we proceed further from aphorism number 19. But before we proceed further, I would like to revise the concepts very quickly. Okay, so till now we have discussed the most important concept of homeopathy is about dynamism, that is spiritual vital force. So this spiritual vital force is connected with the concept of health, disease, cure. So what is health? Health is harmony, equilibrium of vital force. What is disease? Symptoms expressed of internal morbid disorder of vital force. Again, and what is cure? It is removal of symptoms, is removal of disease. So the most important feature about homeopathy is the dynamism, the spiritual vital force around which are revolving the concept of health, disease and cure. Which symptoms are curable? Symptoms perceived by physician through senses. And what is the meaning of this statement? Symptoms perceived by physician through senses. So which are these symptoms? Nothing but patient's mental symptoms and physical general symptoms, and not those which are seen by eyes, which means visible organ pathology. So which symptoms are curable? Symptoms which are perceived by physician through senses. And what is the meaning? That means the patient's general symptoms, mental general as well as physical general symptoms, which are always very near to him, his mental emotions and the general symptoms like cravings, aversions. So these are the curable symptoms. Okay, and the most important aspect again is about the medicines. Now which are the medicines which are curative? Those which possess dynamic energy which they gain due to potentization. So just we proceed further, keeping in mind the concept of dynamism, that is spiritual vital force. We proceed further, the most vital concept of homeopathy. Okay, so the next slide. Again, this is a part of the revision only, that is the comparison. See, Dr. Henneman always in his organon of medicine, he is always comparing homeopathy and the old school or modern medicine. So we understand the most important differences, how homeopathy is different from the modern medicine and what is the beauty of homeopathy. So just the comparative study we will go. The first point is in homeopathy, the concept of dynamic spiritual vital force is present. Whereas in old school or modern medicine or allopathy, the material concept is present. That is called as materia peccans, that is the material aspect of the disease. So here now again back to homeopathy, as we have seen the first point, that is concept of dynamic spiritual vital force, which is again reflected in health, disease phenomena of vital force. Here what in old school, what is the situation? See, health and disease is just the organ functions and pathology. So health is nothing but functions of organs. If the patient is having all the mental symptoms which are the in normal way, but the body functions are having some abnormality, then also the patient is considered as healthy in the allopathic approach. Okay, and what is disease? Disease is nothing but pathology. So in homeopathy, what is the cause of disease? The dynamic cause. And what is the cause of disease in allopathy? What they consider material cause. So up till now we have seen these aspects of concept of health, concept of disease, what is cure, and how this cure is achieved by medicine. So fourth point is about medicines, which possess again dynamic energy. How do the medicines possess dynamic energy? It is aroused by potentization. And what is the concept of medicines in the modern medicine? They are given in large hazardous doses which have side effects. And in homeopathy, it is based on law of similar, the principle of similia, the conceptual fundamental law of similars on which is homeopathy based. But whereas in allopathy there are no such laws, there are only empty speculations or assumptions. Okay, and now we begin further our discussion on aphorism number 19. So our journey of discussion on aphorisms continues. Now what is described in aphorism number 19 is the state of disease is restored back to the state of health. So just go through this. The disease, what is disease? Disease is nothing but more than alterations in the state of health of the individuals. So disease is the altered state of health. Medicines have power to alter the man's state of health. They produce symptoms and hence they cure the disease. So the medicines will either uh, produce opposite symptoms or similar symptoms as compared with the patient's set of symptoms, and they will cure the diseases. Now we will see subsequently which type of medicine will cure the disease, those who produce opposite symptoms or those who produce similar symptoms. So subsequent discussion will be followed. So in the aphorism number 19 we have to just remember that disease is the alteration in the state of the health, and medicines possess the power to alter the state of health. We already saw in the previous slide. See this fourth point about the medicines in the homeopathic column is that they possess the dynamic energy and it is aroused by potentization. So here also the second point, that the medicines have power to alter the man's state of health. How do they possess this power in the homeopathic aspect? That after potentization they gain the power, and that is the latent means what? Hidden curative power which is possessed by medicines in the homeopathy. And in the allopathy the medicine, see the previous slide, what are the kinds of medicines? They are given in large doses. Okay, so we continue our discussion further. So medicines have power to alter the man's state of health. So next aphorism, that is aphorism number 20. What are the observations noted by Dr. Hahnemann about the curative power of medicines? Okay, so let's see the observations which are noted by Dr. Hahnemann. The spirit-like power of medicine to alter the man's state of health, and it lies hidden in the inner nature of medicines. It is discovered not by reason but by experiencing the phenomena and its action on healthy organisms. So here in this aphorism, Dr. Hahnemann just mentions the curative power of medicine, how to assess it. It is by experimenting these medicines on the healthy organisms. So the spirit like power, that means the dynamic aspect of medicine to alter the man's state of health, lies hidden in the inner nature of medicines. Okay, so you know that this inner power is aroused by potentization. So that point is already covered. Okay, so here in this aphorism number 20, Dr. Hahnemann tells us that the spirit like power is discovered not by reason but by experiencing the phenomena. So we go to next aphorism, that is aphorism number 21st. So aphorism number 21st is the curative principle in medicine. Okay, so when the medicine is called as remedy. Okay, so the curative principle in medicine and when the medicine becomes remedy. So medicines possess the power to alter the state of man. When they cure the morbid symptoms of disease in patient, it's called as remedy. So when the medicine cures, it is called as remedy. The curative property of medicines is brought into play only by the production of peculiar symptoms, also can be called as morbid symptoms, in healthy person, is due to this indwelling power. Indwelling means it is existing in that particular medicine itself. Okay, so medicines possess the power to alter the state of man, and this curative power is brought into play only by the production of peculiar symptoms. They can also be called as morbid symptoms, because the healthy person on which these medicines are given, they are producing the symptoms which are like disease symptoms. So this power in this medicine is existing in themselves itself. Okay, so the curative principle in the medicine is lies in itself. It is indwelling, and they are called into play by the production of peculiar symptoms. Okay, so we go to the next aphorism. Now what is described in aphorism number 22, that is about allopathy. So what Dr. Hahnemann says, it's a heterogeneous type of medicines, not based on similar law and neither it is based on any opposite law. Hence it is the name given by Dr. Hahnemann as allopathy. So we go further with the aphorism number 23. What is described in 23 is nothing but antipathy. So what is antipathy? All of you know, it is based on law of opposites, that is contraria contraris curenter. All of you know it was given by Dr. Galen. So what is antipathy? The symptoms of disease are removed by production of opposite symptoms of medicine. So antipathy or enantiopathy, but they act as palliative treatment, because symptoms are not removed and they return back again if they are removed in increased intensity. Okay, so hence Hahnemann gives this label to antipathy, that they act as palliative because the symptoms return back with increased intensity. We go to the next aphorism, that is aphorism number 24. And here Dr. Hahnemann first time describes homeopathy, that medicines are similar. So he is going very systematically. See, first he described the system of medicine, allopathy. Then he described antipathy in the aphorism number 23. And in the aphorism number 24 he is describing homeopathy. So medicines which are similar, what is there in the homeopathic science? The medicines are acting as a similar medicines. They are selected on totality of symptoms. Their pathogenetic effects are known. We already saw this in the previous slide. What is the role of medicines? That these they produce the symptoms on the provers, and they are the symptoms which are morbid because the patient is having the sufferings now. So these are also called as pathogenetic effects of these medicines. These medicines in homeopathy are tested on healthy individuals, and medicines produce artificial morbid state similar to the natural disease. So this is the most important aspect of homeopathy, that it has a principle or law of similars. The foundation of homeopathy based on the law of similars. Medicines produce artificial morbid state similar to natural disease, and then only you can administer this medicine to the patient. So this is the law of similars which is described in aphorism number 24. So Hahnemann has described now the system of medicine, that is allopathy, antipathy and homeopathy, in these three aphorisms 22, 23 and 24. So we go to the next aphorism, that is aphorism number 25, the last aphorism of discussion in this presentation. So that is the modus operandi of cure starts actually from this aphorism itself, and this is the how the operation of cure takes place in homeopathy. Hahnemann calls it as the healing art. So what is described in this aphorism number 25? Various points are there, that again I go to the previous slides. See, that is the observations. So if you see, all the workings of Hahnemann are based on experimentations and observations, and then he goes on doing the comparison of homeopathy with allopathy with antipathy, and then after the experimentation he comes to the conclusion that homeopathy is only the healing art which is practiced and achieves cures. So Hahnemann gives this name to homeopathy, the healing art. How he does, how he has arrived to this conclusion? It is only after experience of after trials. So experience of observation after experimentation. Trials means what? The experiments. The healing art is achieved by medicines acting curative when the medicine has produced similar symptoms in the healthy prover like those observed in patient. So means what? The healing art, that is the cure, is achieved only by medicines, and medicines will act curative when they have produced similar symptoms in the provers like those which are present in the patient. The most vital point of this aphorism, that Dr. Hahnemann comes to this experience after observation of experiments that homeopathy can be called as healing art. It is achieved by medicines which are acting curative. Now, when they can act curative? When they have produced similar symptoms in the healthy provers. And these medicines then they can be given to the patients. So the matching is done of the patient symptoms and symptoms produced by the medicines. After this matching is complete, the medicine is administered to the patient. Hence we call the disease curing power lies in the disease producing power. The most famous sentence, the disease curing power of the medicine lies in its disease producing power of similar symptoms. So this similar medicine now rapidly removes the symptoms if given in proper dose and repetitions. Old school physicians gives complex prescriptions. See, again Hahnemann is doing the comparison with the homeopathic doses and doses which are given in the allopathy. So old school physician gives complex prescriptions. They have imagined the cause of disease in the organ and in the pathology, and they have tried to cure it. They couldn't understand the disease, they couldn't understand the results, and the cause of disease was also known to them. So the example of kaleidoscope is there. That kaleidoscope is the one which all the images are always changing. So this type of practice, that is called as old school physician. That means the prevalent system of medicine which was there at Hahnemann's time, which he has labeled this as allopathy, and now today we call it as modern medicine. So this how this physician of this type of medicine is giving the prescription. It's a complex prescription of the large doses of mixtures. The cause of disease is unknown. They try to search it in the organ pathology. They can't understand the disease, and there is no particular law on which they give this prescription. Hence Hahnemann calls it as complex prescription. Okay, so the modus operandi of cure, how this homeopathy is healing art, the discussion starts now from this aphorism itself. Actually, so the next aphorism is 26th, the most famous nature's law of cure or therapeutic law of nature. That this discussion we will continue in the next presentation. Until that time, you have to remember the most vital points of this aphorism number 25 is that Hahnemann has come to this conclusion that homeopathy is the healing art. And how he has arrived with this conclusion? It's only after the observations of experiments which Hahnemann has carried. Now, which experiments? That is giving similimum to the patients, and he has noted the effective cures after this prescription of similimum. And what he has observed, the opposite medicines when they are given, the antipathy type of system of medicine where it is practiced for the patient, then they don't relieve the symptom, or even if they relieve, it is temporarily. Hence he labels it as palliation. And worst part of it, that the symptoms return back again. And in comparison to this, Dr. Hahnemann mentions that homeopathy is the healing art because we achieve cure by administration of similimum. Now, what is a similimum? Which has produced similar symptoms in the healthy provers. Already these symptoms are noted in the materia medica, and then he matches the symptoms of medicine with the symptoms of patient. And homeopathy is healing art. Okay, so this was a short discussion of these aphorisms till aphorism number 25, and then next presentation we will be discussing the aphorism number 26th onwards, and this will be done in the next presentation. Thank you.